Hey guys, what's up? It's Jamie G back here again. Thanks for joining me in today's video. I'm just going to go through a couple of things today with GetResponse. I know I've gone over that a couple of days in a row, but just going to show you some very basic tips on how to segment your list and send a follow-up email to those people. If you are new to my channel, once again, my name is Jamie G. I cover internet marketing, affiliate marketing, how to get started online, and pretty much everything digital. So if that's of interest to yourself, I'd love to have you guys stick around. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm going to be putting out. But let's get into it. See you on the inside.
2, 1.
How you doing, guys? Thanks for joining me. So we're back in GetResponse here, and in case you did miss the last couple of videos I put together, I just covered why I think GetResponse is one of the best autoresponders out there. And the two that I do keep coming back to is obviously GetResponse plus aweber. I'm going to leave a link below if you do want to trial these. There is a 30-day free trial available down there somewhere. I'm going to leave that there. But what I'm going to go through today, and just again recapping what I did do yesterday, is sent an email to my list, or to one of my lists, I should say. And basically in doing so, I then put the video I then recorded into that email to send to my list, if that makes sense. So anyway, it wasn't a very well crafted email, I must admit, and I just kind of did it to sort of show some of the capabilities of GetResponse. But what I'm going to go through today is this list is, like I say, is one of the ones I use. I don't have an autoresponder on this particular list anymore. It was like a 3 to 5 day sequence. So now what I do is just sort of run test runs on this particular segmentation of my list. And basically I test everything from, what do you call it, subject lines through to the actual body. I try and work out what's going to get good click-through rates for some of these things as well. And yeah, basically this list is incredibly burnt out, and because it's in the IM niche, internet make money online type niche, you're not going to get the same open rates as if, say, for example, you're looking at I guess dog training or something where people are super passionate about. And the reason being is because this niche, it's quite hard, like in the sense that there's so much junk out there, so much spam. People get, I think it's an average of 147 emails in their inbox every day. So, you have to stand out. And then when you do stand out, you click on the link and you end up, potentially buying another product. And people kind of get a bit wary of that whole thing, which is why quite often you'll see pretty lousy open rates. So here's a really prime example: 5%, 0.21% click through are absolutely horrendous, absolutely horrendous. Yeah, so yeah, I don't live in hope with this one in particular, but there is some good news. There is a bit of an uptick with this one, because what we can do is, if we feel that the actual value in the email is solid, we can actually resend it. Okay, so these people is what's that, 5%? Let's call it, I reckon that would work out to be about 90 something opens, which is tiny. I mean, it's, of course, if only 90 people out of 1,421 people are opening your emails, then you're doing something wrong. Clearly, I am. I should say. So what I'm going to do is something you can actually you can all do as GetResponse. You can come over here and click on that, and click down onto statistics, and hopefully that page will load. Alrighty, so we're just in the analytics side of things now, and yeah, like I say, it was a pretty crappy email. I got it slightly wrong. It was 104 open. I suppose that's not too bad, but yeah, I was got a complaint as well. I don't know why people would complain. I mean, they sign up for these lists. All I'm doing is sending them information. It's not hard to delete an email or unsubscribe, but sometimes you're going to get complaints. You can't help that. In this particular niche, I should say as well. Just be aware of that it is something that you do need to be aware of, I should say. Anyway, yeah, like I say, so the total open rate is actually not that bad, 7%. But I mean, minus the actual unsubs and all that sort of stuff, it takes it down a bit. And click through rate of 0.21%. That's horrendous. Okay, so that was the actual subject line, and I think, if you recall, I went through using things like, I guess, emojis and different things to kind of spruce up the actual subject line and try and get better open rates. So what I'm going to do here is, now we've got 1,338 people of this segmentation that didn't open. Okay, so I would want to resend the same email. If I feel that this email has some value in it, I can actually resend this email to them, and I'm just going to change the subject line. Hopefully that will get them to open. So let's just click over here. You can go to either show contacts. I guess for privacy, I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to go to email group. Leave statistics at yes. Thank you very much. So it's just yeah, something you guys can play with as well. Like I say, you probably don't want to do it with every single email, but you do, I guess, want to do a follow-up. So with this one, I'm just going to have to recreate the email and specifically email these people. So where this would work really well is things like a product launch, for example. You sent a bit of a, I guess, a bit of a, what do you call it, when you send, say, 3 to 5 emails in the days leading up to the actual product launching. Can't think of the name. I'm sorry. I need another coffee, I think. And in doing so, you're kind of getting a bit of a buzz around the particular product launch. And then when it does launch, you can say, hey, grab this via my link, or I've got some great bonuses for you guys. Check it out here. And you have a rush of people that'll come in and hopefully buy it. But those ones that haven't opened their emails, you can then send another type of email to them to try and get a response. And you'll find it's kind of like, say, if you've got a product launch, for example, and the initial round of people buy, and you're like, sweet, this is almost like coming back and picking more money off the table type thing. It's just another way to get in front of them without obviously sending spam to them. You don't want to do that. Message name. So I'm just going to go, what do I call it? Scary YouTube. About to get response 2.0. Why not? Now, subject, I did play around with the emojis, all that sort of stuff as well. So this one, I'm just going to, again, keep it really short. I'm just going to go yesterday. And I'm going to put another emoji there. I'm just going to try it because you never know. I mean, like I say, I'm not saying these are the be-all, end-all. You obviously don't want to burn your list. You don't want to make them angry. But again, it's really good once you do have a list to not be afraid of sort of experimenting. I'm going to use that one. Look at that. Brilliant. Does that not stick out or what? Yeah, that's kind of cool. So now what I'm going to do is have to frame that as to why I'm sending that yesterday, because I'm referring to this email that I'm going to send now about what I sent yesterday, if that makes sense. Anyway, and if you recall, I also changed to my own domain. I'm just going to leave it because most of these people have actually signed up via hustler.net in that mode. So I'm just going to leave that there with that one. Doesn't really matter because it comes through via get response anyway. And I'll see you guys on the next step. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is just go through and click on blank template. It is, I guess, sort of making me send it as a completely new email for this particular segment, which is fine. I'm quite happy with that. But alrighty, thanks very much for joining me, guys. I'm just back in the actual email creations section there, and I've just gone through, smashed out a quick email. Like I say, what we're doing here is we're just sending an email to the people that didn't open the first one, and so I'm sort of being a little bit cheeky with it in this video anyway, so you kind of get an idea. I am linking back to the original video showing how I went through the process of actually creating that, so hopefully I get a few clicks. If not, that doesn't matter at all. It's really just to kind of illustrate a point that you can, I can't get rid of this one for some weird reason. Reads all right anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, if you remember the little trick from yesterday, we've got this thing over here, plain text, HTML to plain, and obviously it goes pretty wide because they haven't sort of formatted it to fit in all windows. So you just go click on wrap long lines, and there you go. It's going to condense that down for you, which makes it better for readability. And also come up here, I'm not going to do an inbox test at the moment or inbox preview. I'm just going to go straight to spam score. And 1.334. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. It's not much we can do in here. Like these ones, obviously, it's kind of a bit weird. Like they offset each other. So do they. So realistically, you've just got these two, which is kind of, like I say, it's a bit of an odd one. But anyway, whatever. Right, so that's that. I'm quite happy with that. Next step. And looking at the time, it's about 12:30 p.m. Around lunchtime, my time. So I'll probably be inclined to send Actually, it won't matter. Like this is just one of my lists anyway. I'm not. It's just we need to use. I think if you mentioned yesterday, I went through perfect timing. You can actually use that, and what that will do. It's one of the features via Get Response, where it will automatically find the best time for your readers to send them an email. So I'm just going to turn that on. That way, yeah, that way it will just start sending from now for 20, 23 plus hours, whatever it is. And that's it. I'm just going to hit the send button because, you know, whatever. Like I say, this is all just an experiment anyway. And hopefully with that funny little smiley face and yesterday, just the very basic subject line, it should get a few more opens. And like I say, the whole idea of this is that we're just people that haven't opened, we just want to try and engage them if we can. And the other thing is, and I'll move on to this in another video, but you can also start segmenting those people as well. So I don't know if you recall, but in some of the lists that I've got, they're just like Jamie G openers and Jamie G clickers. So these are people that have actually first of all opened an email, and then there'll be a list of people that do engage via clicking. So you might want to segment them to basically help boost your open rates, because people that are inclined to open, they have an inclination to open further emails in the future as well, and conversely they will also be more likely to take an action such as clicking. So if you can get a finite, even if it's a very small segment of your audience, and you're getting, I guess, open rates of sort of 40, 50, 60% because you've managed to segment them down, then obviously that's better for your business and better for your affiliate marketing, better for anything you're doing, really. So that's it. It's now been sent. Now, GetResponse have got this really funky little feature that I absolutely love. So you can actually have a look at the message online. I can create another one, go to my newsletters, or I'm just going to click this and I'll show you guys where it leads. Alrighty, and now we're on worldwide view. Can't even think today, seriously. But yeah, basically what this little feature does is it'll actually show you where people are opening. So it's really funky. I absolutely love it. Looks like it's not actually loading properly anyway. Bit of an error there, but yeah, it's normally speaking, what you'll see is, okay, 9% sending, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Once that hits 100, hopefully you'll start seeing the spike up, because normally, I guess, like I say, well, actually, sorry, I'll rephrase that. Because I sent it on perfect timing, it's not going to send the entire thing all at once. It's going to drip feed it depending on where, I guess, people are based in the world, and this is going to continue doing this for the next sort of 23, 24 hours or so. Now, like I say, but having said that, the other thing I just wanted to mention really quick is, if you do send it all in one go, you'll get a flurry of activity. Normally, people are inclined to open within the first couple of hours of you sending the email, and you'll find that this will go up, and then hopefully you start seeing the click rate click through as well, which is really nice. So that's what I love. And you can also actually come back and share share the actual email you put together. Sorry. Like I say, I'm half asleep today. Time for another coffee. So that's it. You can actually share that on your social media as well if you want to put that out there. So, and that will help with the clicks and engagement and stuff like that. So that's that. That's all I wanted to go through today. Thank you very much for joining me. I am going to do more videos on GetResponse because I absolutely love it as a tool. And I'm going to go through, I guess, some of the other things that I do use from time to time to, I guess, help in terms of building my list and things like that as well. So anyway, that's that for today. My name is Jamie G. I thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao for now.